We are here in day 2 of our time in Da Nang, Vietnam. Yesterday we went to Hue to see the Imperial City, but today we're going to stay here in Da Nang. I'm going to go a little bit out of order with showing you what we did so that I can first tell you what you could do if you're coming to Da Nang and you want to explore on your own. It is about a 30-minute drive to go from where the ship docks to the Dragon Bridge. You'll cross the Dragon Bridge, turn left, and it will take you to Apec Square. Our ship provided a shuttle into the city, and we stopped at Apec Square. I would imagine if your ship is coming to Da Nang, you would also have access to a shuttle that would take you there because it's an industrial port and you can't just walk through the port. You'll want to get to the Apec Square. The ship shuttle picks up and drops off at the Da Nang Visitor Center. Here there is free Wi-Fi, information, public toilets, and I see a placard advertising tours. If you want to take a rickshaw tour from here, looks like it's 120,000 Vietnamese dong for a 30-minute tour. Takes you by the Cham Museum, the Han Market, Da Nang Cathedral, and the Dragon Bridge. Get a good view of the city right there. Would also be a good way to get your bearings, so that if you wanted to walk back to some of those places and spend a little more time, you could. And there are plenty of taxi drivers here willing to take you wherever you might want to go. If you're just needing to make a little trek to a Walmart, they have a Winmart here, which is like our Walmart, and that's a really convenient place if you're needing to pick up a few little snacks or items that you may have forgotten to pack, things that you might need. There's a lot of little statues in the square, a nice little place to walk around. Just going to explore and look around in this area a little bit. Pretty gardens and walkways. Da Nang. All the lovely street noise. It's just a lovely walk. The pretty flowers and greeneries blooming. I saw lots of workers that were tending to that a while ago. Hey, I just ordered a coconut oolong milk tea. Never have had that. We'll just see how it is. Enjoying my coconut milk tea. It's a 10. Now on to the tour we took.
Firstly, we're on the way to stop at the Cham Museum and the Sculpture Museum over there. And we have the rickshaw tour around there, around 20 minutes. Rickshaw around some main streets of Da Nang. That's on the rickshaw.
It's day 2 in Da Nang and we're starting off with a rickshaw ride. Say hi, Randall. All our group from the bus. And we're all ready to go. Watch all the motorcycles scoot around by us. There's our bus. Alright, here we go. Down the streets. Let's see in front of me. People are nuts the way they drive, but it seems to work. I have not seen a wreck yet. Oh my, I think we're about to merge. Looks like everybody in front of us is merging right into these motorcycles and other traffic. And here we go, we're merging. See, they're all ahead. Now we're going to turn in front of this traffic. Oh, help us. Here we go. Yes, they did stop. All right. This should be interesting. We are about to enter a traffic circle. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there is very much traffic coming our way. There comes one. Oh good, nothing's coming. We should be able to merge without fear of death. How was that? It's the year of the snake in Chinese New Year. Han River.
Vietnamese Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year Vietnam.
Across the way is the Dragon Bridge. See a lot of Hello Kitty here. Really pretty walkway along the riverbank. At night it's really lit up pretty. We were driving through at dusk last night from our tour. Got to see some of the lights. They say that on Saturdays and Sundays that Dragon Bridge spews forth fire and smoke. I'm sure that's a sight to see. The red background with the yellow star is the Vietnam flag. I don't think we could have asked for a better day for this ride. It's a little overcast, but the sun keeps trying to peek out. The weather is cool, the temperature is nice as far as we're concerned. There are people that live in drier climates that think it's awfully humid, but to us this feels pretty normal. Alright, about to go through a first major intersection. Here we go. At least this one is a traffic light and they tend to be obeying the traffic laws. There's the Dragon Bridge. He really wants to cut it right. Well, we made it through that. Find electric bikes here. More decorations. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a mega yacht on the other side of the river. There's that yacht. You do not see a fat rickshaw driver. I probably should be driving the rickshaw as much as I've eaten on the cruise. They work hard for their money. We've almost made our way to the front of the pack. We were way in the back when we began. This guy must have strong legs. Looks like we're merging over to the left-hand side. Not exactly sure why. I'm assuming we must be going to turn up here in a minute. $160,000 for a foot massage. Oh wow, he is really going fast. Woohoo! See ya! About to get up to another major intersection. That's got to be hard on these guys to have to stop and then go. Here we go. We've made it up to the front of the intersection. Dragon Bridge again. Look at a nice long ride. Here's the parking lot where we started. Alright, here we come. Everybody's parking. I'm here at the Cham Museum today. This is a museum dedicated to the Cham people, who were one of the native peoples here in Vietnam. And when the French came to this area and started doing some excavating, they found many, many artifacts of the Cham people. A lot of them in this museum are dated back to the 10th, 11th century, and there's a big representation of Hinduism here. The Cham were highly influenced by the people of India, and so there are lots of Hindu gods, and they worship pretty much whatever religion they choose. Pick and choose their gods and what they're going to follow. They did worship a lot of fertility, a lot of fertility rites, and worship to the fertility gods. In one display they showed us, they said that the people would bring water and pour it over this particular idol, which represents the male and female. And as it went down this idol, they would catch the water and drink it to cure diseases, encourage fertility. I'll show you around some of the artifacts in the museum. I hope you enjoy it. These are two of the demigods guarding the gateway. It's interesting what's in his teeth. These are heavenly dancers. And of course, one of them is behind us. Taking a brief stop so that people can get pictures of the Dragon Bridge behind me. I'll turn around. It's a little more of a close-up than what we saw while we were on the rickshaw ride. Way at the other end is the head of the dragon. This is the tail of the dragon down here. Very pretty flower decorations though. We stopped at the marble factory where we could look around and use the clean restrooms. Lots of marble sculptures here. And we purchased a water buffalo for our mantle. We like to collect a sculpture from where we visit with a native animal, and we saw water buffaloes all along the side of the road. So that seemed like a pretty nice souvenir from Vietnam. Here at Da Nang Beach. This was China Beach, changed the name after the war. Travel and Leisure calls this one of the prettiest beaches. Overcast today, but there are still several people out there trying to catch a wave and do some surfing. There are water closets available here, and there are coffee shops and cafes along the beach. I understand that this is a Michelin star restaurant back here behind me. My Han Seafood. Very pretty place. Lots of high-rise hotels here. Those top floors would have a very good view of the beach. I'm here on Monkey Mountain. There's the goddess of mercy and compassion that's 67 meters tall, a Buddha at her feet, and we overlook the harbor. The story is that a man was in the sea, found a statue of this particular goddess made of wood, and floated to the land from that statue, and hence built a shrine on top of this mountain. And since then, the locals have raised money and really made this place spectacular. I'll just take a little bit of look around this whole big courtyard. I thought we were going to be on Monkey Mountain without seeing monkeys, but here they are right in the parking lot just as we're getting ready to leave. We had a great day in Da Nang today. Be ready to watch for my video about Halong Bay, which will be coming next. Such a beautiful scenery, and you don't want to miss that. This is Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.